guys. You goofy guys.
I fucked mine up.
Welcome.
You're supposed to roll in nice and smooth.
Yeah, didn't work out.
Yes, Thaylien. Welcome everyone to Kanpai News. This is the news for the week commencing the 28th of May, 2023. I, of course, am your host, Nasuth, joined, as always, by Thaylien and Xeno. How are you guys doing this week?
Yo.
I am
news.
Häagen-Dazs-alicious.
I feel like there's just so much stuff I don't know right now about the world of anime. Like what, I feel like I have learned 1 week's worth of knowledge, but I'm now completely deprived of knowing what's currently.
For news.
I'm starved.
Craving.
Starved for news.
The news.
I could be learning about some dumb thing that Elon Musk has done, or the EU's done, or the UK government. That stuff is just completely irrelevant. I don't feel sated learning about that shit. I need some good anime news here, Nasuth.
Well, it just so happens we have good anime news. So let's jump into it.
Excellent.
Starting out with, Crunchyroll released a new trailer that announced the release date of May 28th for the Demon Slayer Swordsmith Arc's English dub. The dub cast includes many returning names: Zach Aguilar as Tanjiro, Abby Trott as Nezuko, Alex Lee as Zenitsu, Bryce Papenbrook as Inosuke, my favorite, Griffin Burns as Muichiro Tokito, Zara Buckland as Mitsuri Kenroji, Zeno Robinson as Genya, Brent Mukai as Gyoko, as well as a new name for this arc, Christopher Corey Smith from Metal Gear Solid, Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin as Bright, who played Bright No in that one, as Hantengu.
Cool.
So, yeah. I was looking good
So,
English dub.
this is the week commencing the 28th. So, in fact, this will be out starting by the time you can watch this news article.
Yeah. So it's already started. I think they're a couple of months behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In terms of, but I think this is kind of a good thing because, how often have we had a series that has started and then is just oh no, we have to. I know Uncle from Another World has actually had a English dub now, but I think it's just better as a UK, so not UK, but a Western audience. We don't suffer the horrible interruptions that.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I like the idea
for us.
of simul dubs, but also, let's face it, this is probably the better way to go. Yeah, you're right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, a social media uproar unfolded when the Japanese government's Agency for Cultural Affairs inadvertently exposed the URLs of the top 10 most accessed manga pirate websites in Japan on its anti-piracy website. The document, initially unveiled in August, went unnoticed until it gained attention on social media on May 16th. The agency swiftly removed the list after becoming aware of their mistake. The list, originally part of an educational presentation on copyright, aimed to showcase access numbers but masked the URLs, which could be revealed by hovering over them. The agency commented, "We will absolutely implement a checking system to ensure that a similar problem does not arise in the future." This reminds me of a police report over in the US that went to a court where they tried to legally censor some of the wording, but you could actually read the wording simply by highlighting the text. Because all they'd done was set it to black text on a black background.
Yeah,
they changed the color of the background to black, so you could still read everything. It's the same kind of thing. This one, they try to mask the URLs, but you could simply hover over them.
This is what happens when you go to the lowest bidder.
No. It's just when you got non-technical people involved.
That too,
right?
Well,
that's the biggest problem. It's it's we have the anchor links, but you can't click on them. Yeah, but you can still fucking see them.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. We move on?
Yes.
Cool. The official Twitter account for the anime adaptation of the light novel series Nasuth is a raging pain in my ass, giving me the longest. Come on, man!
Come on, do it.
Jito Hanbaki. Baiki. No. Umarake Kawata. Ore wa Meikyu ni Samayo. Reborn as a vending machine, I now wander the dungeon. I have no idea how close I even fucking got. I don't know how close I was. Anyway, unveiled the key. Right. Unveiled the key visual and a full promotional video. The video features an opening theme song fanfare by is that Bradio? Not sure. And announces additional cast and staff members as well as the anime's premiere date on July 5th. The anime star Jun Fukuyama, known for his role as Kuro Sensei in Assassination Classroom, as Hakon, aka Boxo.
He's the vending machine.
And Kaede Hondo, who played Maple in Bofuri, as Lamis? Lamis. The anime is being directed by Noriaki, yeah, you got that. Akitaya, yep. Known for his works like Bakuman or Orasuki, Are You the Only One Who Loves Me, at Studio Gokumi, and I'm not reading that one.
Axis.
Is it?
It's like Axis, but with a Z instead of an S.
No, but that's not how you spell Axis.
No, it's probably an acronym.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It's probably
X-I-S, not S-I.
Yeah.
X-I-S. It's Axis with a Z instead of an S.
Anyway, Tatsuya Takahashi, the writer for Domestic Girlfriend, is overseeing the series scripts, and Takahiro Sakai, is adapting the original character designs by Yuki Hagure for animation. Does that read right?
Yes, it does.
The anime is being produced by Slow Curve Co. Limited, who have also done Baki, Stab Life, Nighthead 2041, and Blame. Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure the majority of those are CG.
I know, but this does. I mean, I'll play a bit of the trailer. Obviously not.
Let's just
not
pause
too much, but
that's definitely not CG.
Look CG.
Oh, that looks.
There's some CG in there. But that's adorable. I'm sorry.
But it's sparingly used.
Yeah. It's yeah. So I mean I'm down for that, but
that's surprising.
I can't remember. Say what else they did. Slow Curve. Oh no, I'd have to go. I went and dug into their list. That's why.
Yeah. Blame though. Wait, which Blame is that though?
I believe it's just.
Is that the most recent one? There's been a few Blame adaptations.
Oops.
Oh,
Blame the movie.
But they were...
Which I think is the best one.
They were promotion assistants.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They weren't actually involved in the production. Anyway, right. Should we move on to the next story then?
Listeners. Ooh, okay.
Let's go.
Anyway, yeah. So, bit of a warning on this one. It does discuss real-life cyberbullying and suicide and its portrayal in anime. So if those topics are a bit rough on for you, might want to skip to the next one. The anime Oshi no Ko has faced criticism for its portrayal of a character attempting suicide after being cyberbullied, which closely resembles the real-life experience of professional wrestler Hana Kimura, who tragically took her own life in 2020. Kyoko Kimura, Hana's mother, expressed her outrage in an interview, stating, "The words that the character was exposed to are exactly the words that Hana was exposed to. We have talked about these things publicly through interviews and the like. How could those exact same words be used? I can't overlook the fact that Hana's death is being used like free source material." Additionally, the episode triggered traumatic memories for a friend of Kyoko's who watched it unknowingly. Oshi no Ko, however, aims to shed light on the harsh realities of the Japanese entertainment industry and draws inspiration from real people and events. The author, Akasaka, emphasized the importance of raising awareness, stating, "With the spread of the internet, we live in a society where fans' voices are heard directly. I want people to know how young talents are being hurt, exploited, and suffering." And I tend to agree with her.
I mean, I don't know if it's an adaptation, like a script thing that uses the words, or if it's coincidental.
Because a lot of these words are likely to be used, over and over again in different cyberbullying attacks. It's probably not exclusive to Hana.
Like, I mean,
I do.
Don't get me wrong. It is bad that this I feel bad for the pro wrestler that took their life and the family members.
Yes,
right?
yes, 100%.
And friends. You're right. So there's no way of sugarcoating that. But at the same time, I think it's important to educate people that what the other side of this looks like.
Yes.
It was really interesting. Recently, I had to do a whole work experience thing with a student, and I told him about my recent, account hackage that went on back in December, and I explained to them how, we had basically got their address and everything. We knew exactly where they were because they didn't really know what they were doing. And I think having stories like this, showing the other side of what it is like to receive this stuff, would kind of shed light on maybe I shouldn't be doing this kind of thing. Because
the fact that this does echo a real event, it should give it more impact rather than a completely fictionalized event,
Yeah, effectively.
Okay, I'm going to just jump in here. There is a standing thing with this, and I really hope that they actually went this way and they didn't just go ahead with the adaptation, which was blind. There is a long-standing thing in media about self-harm and suicide, where you have to consult the helplines, the people that know how to avoid topics that trigger and how to avoid literally explaining how these things go on directly. You get too close to the material and other people will copy it, which is why movies from the beginning have not ever shown the correct way to cause self-harm.
Yes.
They don't do that. In the same way, there's a recent movie, I say recent, it's a couple of years old now, that did not do any of the research into the topic from a point of view of, from that base of not showing exactly how to do these things, and got ripped apart by survivors. So if they've actually gone the right way, and because I haven't watched the show, if they've actually gone the right way and avoided sought the help to avoid these specific things, then they've done their due diligence. But it cannot be, as I said, it cannot be overstated that you avoid specifics, because as cruel as the world is, people will copy. People will try it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's definitely a sticky topic, but I think the best conclusion to come out of it is that the industry, well, a lot of industries in the entertainment grouping are really really high pressure, and the internet is not helping with that, and that's something that needs attention brought to it.
I find it really interesting how you have so many different things out there, like, the way hacking is done in real life versus how it's done in any form of media. It's like, that's not how you do this stuff. This is the way that you're depicting it is nowhere near accurate, and the people that know how to do this, the script kiddies effectively, they're smarter than the people that need to protect themselves against it. Like, I don't know if you know this, but never ever put a USB stick that you've just found on the floor in the street in any of your devices, right? Mm-hmm. Don't ever plug your devices that charge off of USB into a publicly accessible USB socket. Never bloody log into anything private on a public machine. It's like there are so many things that are just never touched upon in terms of the nasty sides of the internet. Yeah, but at the same time, the people that are going to do the deed know how to do it already, right?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
We're always like way too many steps behind, in my opinion.
Yeah. So let's go on from this one.
Let's go to a better topic, a happier topic.
So, seeing as we've spoken specifically about studios recently, we're going to hear a couple of stories specifically about their projects. So first, Toei Animation has announced a collaboration with Studio La Cachette for their new animation project, Le Collège Noir, as part of their efforts to expand into the European marketplace. The project is an adaptation of Ulysses Malassagne's comic of the same name, which tells the story of 5 youths attempting to solve the mystery of their missing friend in the forests of central France. Malasagne, co-founder of Studio La Cachette, is writing and directing the project. Studio La Cachette is known for their works such as Primal, Love, Death and Robots, Kairos, and the Spy Dancer short in Star Wars Visions Volume 2, which I don't think is out yet.
No.
I have no idea.
ADN, a popular anime streaming service, is planning to stream the animation in France this fall. Additionally, Toei Animation has not only co-produced the project, but also acquired part of the project's video release and merchandising rights.
Interesting.
France and Japan have had such a long history of animation works together. Like, it's kind of crazy. But I'm all for more global collaborations like this. All for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gives a real label and Cat Noir.
Yeah. And for our other studio, it's time to turn our Sauron-esque gaze to Trigger. Kodokawa released a teaser promotional video of Studio Trigger's upcoming television anime adaptation of Ryoko Kyui's manga Dungeon Meshi. Shush. Delicious in Dungeon. The video unveils the main cast and staff and announces that the anime is scheduled to premiere in January 2024. To further engage with fans, the team has launched an official English Twitter account for the anime and introduced the official hashtag Delicious in Dungeon. The main cast features Kentaro Magai, Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans as Aston Altland, yeah. Playing
Leos.
Sayaka Senbongi. B-Stars as Haru, playing
Marcel.
Okay. Asuna Tamari, that time I got that time I got stuck in a gazebo. As Gobuta, playing Chilchuck. Yeah, I did read that right. And Hiroshi Naka, roles that go all the way back to Berserk and Big O, as bits parts. Lons in Al Hazard, but also Norad in Fruit of Evolution, playing Senshi.
Right.
As for staff, we have Yoshihiro.
I did not mean to give Zeno this many roles.
So much.
I really didn't.
Fucking Yoshihiro Miyajima. Miyajima. In SSSS Gridman, directing the anime at Trigger with Kimiko Ueno, the royal tutor, overseeing the series scripts. Nakoi
Naoki.
Takeda. Naoki. What did I fucking say?
Nakoi.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Naoki Takeda, chief animation director for BNA, designing the characters, and Yasunori Misuda, Black Butler, Book of Circus, composing the music.
I knew I recognized that style. So they've got the animation director for BNA designing the characters, which is why these guys look. This is certain solid quality to them. I like it.
Zeno wasn't really able to see the trailer at all.
Because I was trying to read it.
Look at how.
Oh no, I have seen the trailer, and like I'm
they just seem to be having so much fun. I like it.
They are.
I'm 100%
And
down.
I love the idea of Marcel just absolutely hating the idea of everything until she tries it.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's great.
We got like our whole traditional party. We got our Hobbit. Our
This is the whole thing about how food in some animations can just look gorgeous, and they've gone for it. They've really just gone for that look.
Right. So, Katakawa's Dengeki Bunko light novel label announced that Yashichiro Takahashi's Shakugan no Shana light novel series will receive a new volume, tentatively titled Shakugan no Shana SIV, or I think it's S4, marking the fourth short story collection in the series. This will be the first new volume in the franchise since 2012, following the release of Shakugan no Shana S3, or SII. The novels have previously inspired 3 television anime series, with the final series airing in 2011, and adapting the conclusion of the novel series. Again, these are like side stories that they're doing now. Here's how Viz Media describes the story. Invaders from the Crimson Realm have come to Earth looking for something called the power of existence. Whoever possesses this profound power will control the very quintessence of reality. To the rescue comes an enigmatic young girl with fire blazing in her eyes. She may be cute and petite, but she's endowed with enough preternatural strength to save the entire universe. Plus, she's got a really big sword.
She does.
Do you remember
I've never watched
watching
Shakugan no
Shakugan no
Shana. Is it actually worth watching?
The first season definitely is. The second season is filler. I'm pretty sure the second season is filler. The third season, unfortunately, I think skips book 2.
It is the end of the series, so...
Yeah, so like it kind of... There's no real sensible jump between season 2 and 3, and it's just like, I have no idea how the fuck... So it makes it really hard to watch the third season.
Right.
The first season is definitely worth watching.
If this is just a side story from it as a show,
these are side stories.
Then there's plenty of room.
Oh no, not a show, just a new light novel.
Oh, it's actually a light novel. Okay, and in which case, definitely going to try reading that. Yeah. So moving on. The Nippon Anime and Film Culture Association, or NAFCA, was recently founded with the aim of improving understanding of the management and production aspects of anime, of the anime industry, as well as enhancing working conditions for animators. That's new. Led by former A1 Pictures and Aniplex executive Masuo Ueda as the chairman of the board, NAFCA held its founding ceremony with speeches by notable figures such as animator Masaru Kitao, anime director Naomichi Yamato, and voice actors Shunsuke Sakuya and Yuko Kaida. NAFCA shared its founding statement on Twitter, translating into English by Renato Rivera Rusca. Animator Terumi Nishii, known for his... known for expressing concerns about working conditions in the industry, is also reported to be involved with Nasuka. Masuo Ueda has an extensive background in the anime industry, having worked at Nippon Sunrise, now just Sunrise, and later at Aniplex. He served as the president and CEO of A1 Pictures and is currently a representative and planning producer for Skyfall LLC. The establishment of NAFCA signifies a dedicated effort to address the challenges faced by animators and promote positive changes within the anime industry. And it's about damn time.
Yeah, obviously this is a little too long to probably read all of, but I have no problem with this. Absolutely no problem at all.
A dedicated
I like the people in the
overseer.
industry working on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's always good when an industry polices itself.
Right, should we move on?
Yes.
Blue Line Studios face controversy when their manhwa adaptation of...
Oh my god, how do you say that?
Salam I don't know. Web novel The Night King Who Returned with a God debuted on the... I think that's supposed to be Naver webtoon platform.
Yeah.
Readers criticized the artwork, claiming it looked AI generated due to inconsistencies and unusual character finger shapes. Furthermore, accusations of layout tracing from the Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation anime and a character resembling Groot from Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy added fuel to the fire. The first chapter received extremely low user review scores, with a score as low as 1.91, making it the lowest rated chapter among all webtoons on Naver Webtoon. In response, Blue Line Studios clarified that while they utilized AI for finishing touches, the art was not entirely NI generated. They made alterations to the first 6 chapters, removing the frames featuring the Groot-like character, and pledged to avoid using AI assistance in subsequent chapters. Notably, the original story creator has faced plagiarism controversies in the past, including accusations of borrowing elements from other works in their novel I Killed the Player of the Academy.
So look at this. Look at this, right? This is the anime. This is the anime. This is on the left is the anime. On the right is the manga that they did. That's possibly plagiarized, right? Same here. On the right is the comic. On the left is the on the left is the comic. On the right is the anime.
So that's a tracing thing. A tracing thing.
Yeah. And then the Groot-like character was here.
Yes, look at that.
That's fucking Groot. That's 100% fucking Groot.
Groot in clothes. That's all it is.
And just look at this. This just feels AI generated.
Yeah. So the guy's faced plagiarism claims in the past for borrowing elements. This is the kind of person, if they're already plagiarizing things, off the bat, then they're going to be using things like AI to help them make things faster and easier.
I have no issue with using AI to use as a tool, as a calculator, right? No one does basic arithmetic anymore in their head. They don't do it by hand. They use a fucking calculator, right?
Whoa.
I have no issue with that. What?
I do it in my head.
Oh, shut up, you. Right.
I do
but
too.
People utilize... Shut up, the pair of you, right?
It's part of my job, I have to.
People utilize these tools to do different things. It's fucking God! Shut up!
That was coming. Oh, sorry.
Are you guys done? Right. There is nothing wrong with using AI as a tool to assist you to do the final product. But don't fucking just do the whole thing like I'm pretty sure this is where I'm going to regret my words. When Nasuth uses ChatGPT to summarize these articles, he reads over them to make sure that they're actually accurate.
Yep.
Yeah, and they haven't hallucinated anything.
Luckily, no.
Yeah.
He does make sure to put in more names so that Xena can read them, though.
I hate.
Yeah, actually, it does.
Right.
It does really like to strip out a lot of names and shows, and I'm like, no, I need those.
Right. Okay, I didn't know that. Anyway, keep going. Next story. I hate you so
All right.
much.
Speaking of Mushoku Tensei, the second season is set to premiere on Tokyo MX on July 2nd, with subsequent airings on other networks. The season will also be available for streaming on Abema, ABEMA, and D-Anime Store simultaneously. The official website released a new promotional video and key visual featuring the opening theme song Spiral by Longman and the ending theme song Musubime by Yuiko Uhara. Crunchyroll will also stream the new season as it airs. The anime will feature a returning cast, but new cast members include Haruka Shiraishi, who did not have a linked bio, possibly newcomer, or possibly they just don't have her info on the website, as Sarah. Actually, let me go ahead and scroll down to that's Sarah.
Okay.
Yu Kobayashi, who played Minori Sano in Akiba Maid Wars, as Susanna. I like that design. Wataru Hatano, who played Gajeel Red Fox in Fairy Tail, as Timothy. And Chiharu Sawashiro, who was Jura in Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, as Mimir.
I think he's a bit stupid.
Itaru Yamamoto, who was Yutaro in Golden Kamuy, as Patris. And then I should probably leave that on there for a little bit longer. I just zoomed right past it. And finally, Kyosuke Toriyumi, who played Narcisse Malgum in The Ancient Magus Bride Season 2, as Soldat Heckler. The crew is getting a bit of a shake-up, with assistant director Hiroki Hirano replacing the original director, Toshiya Ono from 86 and The Promised Neverland replacing the script supervisor, and Sanae Shimada from Photo Kano and Utopa, I've never heard of either of those, taking the role of character designer. The rest of the original crew will all return.
Cool.
Sweet.
See, now,
so
I like the fact
one
he's
of the key
called...
visuals.
I like the fact that he's called Heckler, because that's actually a reference to something in real life again. Because you remember the Heckler and Koch as a gun manufacturer.
It really is.
I'm really interested to see how this series plays out, because of just how the first season ended. Whoa! Back the fuck up.
Yeah, you saw that too.
No, back it up further. I just want to make sure what that is. Is that what I think it is?
Is that what you think it is? I'm pretty sure that's what you think it is.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
But
let's move on, because like I
spoilers, baby. Spoilers.
Yeah,
we can interpret an awful lot of spoilers.
Maybe I don't want to move on.
Okay, so on May 25th, Crunchyroll Games launched Aiming's game The Eminence in Shadow Master of Garden for PC, with cross-platform play and progression between PC, iOS, and Android versions. It's inspired by Daisuke Aizawa's light novel series, The Eminence in Shadow. The game will include a half-anniversary event running from May 18th to June 8th. Crack reporter Nasuth actually downloaded the game from the Crunchyroll website and discovered it's essentially just a mobile game running in an emulator window. There seems to be a bit of strategy, like Sid being a glass cannon while Alpha is a tank, so placement is important. But in practice, it's an auto-battler with story elements like the Konosuba game.
I mean, when isn't it an auto-battler?
That's true. That is so true.
I mean,
Warframe Mobile.
If it's on iOS and Android, no matter what, it's an auto-battler.
Yeah.
Warframe.
Instead of instead of chibi graphics for the battling, though, it still uses full 3D graphics. like this. Doesn't look like anything special, though, to be honest, so probably avoid it.
Alright, and now time for the last story. The official website for Fate Grand Order Arcade announced that the game will no longer introduce new playable servant characters, focusing instead on game balance updates and limited time events. To make it easier for players to summon existing servants, the game will distribute a summon token every month and adjust summon rates. Previously exclusive servants from limited time events will also become available periodically. Fate Grand Order Arcade initially launched in 2018 with 20 servants, and the roster has since expanded to 120. The Fate Grand Order franchise originated as a smartphone game released in Japan in 2015, and it has since received English releases and various anime adaptations.
Oh, many anime adaptations.
So this is the...
No, not Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order has a few movies and one series.
Yeah. So this is interesting because they've reached basically what they're going to call the character cap, and they're actually making it easier to get them. For something that launched in 2015, I would think that means they're actually getting some...
No. This is Grand Order Arcade.
Yes.
Right? This is not the same as Grand Order.
No, I get that. I mean, it's they've reached the character cap, and I think it's because they might be getting lower player counts overall. So they're trying to stimulate more people coming in and get some older players returning, so that they can get.
I wouldn't be surprised, and if this is anything like Xenogelion, this is a good move.
Oh yeah,
right.
I kind of think Warframe should do this, to be honest.
One of the biggest problems with franchises like Xenogelion is the fact that the barrier to entry has become so top heavy that it's or better yet, the mountain just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The greater the distance that the players can gain, it's just no longer viable. No one's interested in actually doing it anymore, and they need to shrink down a load of the content to get to that higher stuff faster. Put it in an escalator, that's what I say.
Yeah. Right, well, that will do it for this week's news. Make sure you stay tuned later this week for our actual full Kanpai Cast episode where we discuss anime and mythology. And I thought it went really well. I thought it was aside from a slight hiccup when my computer was like, no.
Cool. Right.
Thanks so much. Sorry, you want to take us out, Zia?
No, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, everyone. That's it for the news. Now, time for news.